a segment on how to prevent midlife
weight gain.
Yeah, exactly right. So, and that's not me on the screen. I just want to throw that out there. I knew someone was gonna. Is that you?
I was about to say, Dr. Bruce, get your nipples off the screen.
That's a big boy.
So, I just want to point out that's not me. But this actually is a very interesting topic, and it's something that I talk about in my practice all the time. And the way I actually talk about it most commonly is when we're talking about implant selection and size of implants, because I always tell people, maybe don't go super big with your implants, because the natural tendency is, as we get into middle age, as we gain weight. And so I'm always talking about this in my office. And so the first question would be, why do you gain weight when you get older? And there's two very simple reasons why this happens. Number one, after the age of 30, all right?
Metabolism.
This is you guys. Yep, Sarah, you're right. After the age of 30, our metabolism starts to wind down a little bit each year. Now, it's not a huge drastic thing, okay? It's just one of the things that causes to gain weight. The other one, which usually is the bigger component, is it is very, very common for us to become less active.
Right.
We're more active when we're young, and as we age, we slow down a little bit because we get busy with work or kids or whatever. And not everyone is Sarah, who can work out for 2 hours every day, 7 days a week.
Hey, I used to not be like that. I made myself be like that.
I know, Sarah. I'm super proud of you. You do awesome. But you have great willpower and great dedication, and us mere mortals do not have that sometimes. And
yes.
We have a tendency to gain weight. Now, the reason that this topic has come up is there was actually a really, really big study. I love big studies because big studies can give you a lot of great information. And this one's a big one. It came out of the British Medical Journal. Throw it up there, Trump, if somebody wants to look it up. That's the study name right there. Just came out this last week.
I always like how study names are so long.
I know. It's like, can't you just abbreviate it? I know. Anyway.
They're always so long.
This study looked at, so the study actually had multiple hundreds of thousands of people in it, but only 136,000 people actually finished it, because the study went for 25 years. So if people didn't continue to turn in their data, then they were dropped out. So it started out with 300,000 or 400,000 people in it, but to get to the very end of the 25 years,
it's a long time.
Only 136,000. Yeah, and that's why this study is so interesting. And the ages of the people they looked at were 25 to 60. I think the average age was like 40s, maybe 50. So, middle age, like our age.
Yeah.
Our age range, of people. And so the first thing that it looked at was, okay, well, how much weight do people gain? Well, this is a great way to find out because it has such a large number in it. Because obviously there's people who don't gain weight as they get older. And then there's people who gain huge amounts of weight. So what is the average? So I love quizzing you guys. I don't know why. But over the length of this 25-year study, what was the average weight gain in pounds?
Over 25 years?
Over 25 years.
Yeah. Travis, I'm going to make you go
20.
first. I always ask. Oh, did you already guess?
I was going to say 25 pounds.
25.
Over 25 years, I'll say 50.
Ooh, that's a pretty big number. What'd you say?
I said 25.
Yeah, you're pretty close. It was actually 20. Now, you have to keep in mind that there's probably people out there who gain zero weight. So, that means that there are plenty of people, Travis, that did gain 50 pounds.
Sure.
It's just the average was a little bit lower. So, you guys are in the ballpark. And it averaged about 3 pounds every 4 years.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a steady increment of people gaining weight. So then the study went further and looked at, okay, for these people, like this group of people who did gain weight and this people who did not, what was the difference? Because they were recording all kinds of information in there. And one of the things they really looked at is what were the diets of these people? They took a really good log of their diets. And they wanted to see what was the difference between people who maintained their weight and people who gained. So the take-home point of this, and we're going to break it down because when I read this the first time, I was like, what? So the take-home point, that's not really smart, right? What? The take-home point was that limiting low-quality carbohydrate food sources in favor of high-quality sources help control body weight.
Yeah. Simple versus complex carbs.
So you know about this? Because I was like, what in the world is a
Like a simple
low-quality carbohydrate?
Like a simple
food?
carb is like candy.
Sarah, you're smart.
Complex carb is like eating wheat. grains.
You're basically exactly right. And I was just like, wait, what is low quality? Is that like, it's like
fruit.
I bought it like a gas station versus the grocery store? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
But you're right, it's the type of carb. So I want to break it down, and you're all over this. Low quality carb sources. Okay. Starchy vegetables. So that's
Potatoes.
potatoes, you're right. French fries. People
Gosh,
eat a lot of French
that's literally
fries.
my CrossFit team name is always has to do with potatoes. So tater tots, potato, and my last one was hash brown.
So do you eat any potato products?
Rarely.
Yeah.
The only time I eat potatoes is if I go out of my way to eat like a hamburger.
Mm-hmm. 'Cause you have to have French fries.
I'm just like, you know what, I'm eating a hamburger, so
Right.
I might as well eat French fries. Or if I'm eating steak, I love
Like a
having
baked
mashed potatoes
Oh,
or
mashed
something.
potatoes,
Yeah.
So potatoes apparently, I guess it's good for you, maybe, but
Sweet
it's
potatoes
definitely
are
not good if you're trying
sweet
to.
potatoes are better. If you hike potatoes, you need to eat sweet potatoes.
You definitely want to cut down on potatoes if you're trying to keep your weight the same.
Yes.
Because that is one thing that will make you gain weight. Beans are in there. And
Mm-hmm.
corn. I love refried beans. I love Tex-Mex. I love refried beans, and I really don't eat them as much anymore.
Black
Same thing-
beans are
same-
better for you.
Are they? Yeah. I think they put like lard in refried beans, don't
Oh
they?
yeah, it's
like terrible
has
for
so
you.
much fat in it. It's
I know.
horrible for you.
I love Mexican food. I've changed my whole diet regimen in the past few years. And
I don't know what it is about beans though. I hate beans.
what?
It's probably
You don't like
because
refried
there's
beans?
it's probably because there's a really cool side effect after you eat them.
It's not even just that. It's like the texture of them, the taste of them. Like the worst bean is like a
lima bean?
No, not a lima bean. It's a
Black
ranch
eyed-
style.
Oh,
Like
Oh, ranch style. Yeah,
Those are terrible.
I don't care for ranch style beans either because that kind of barbecue
I
taste.
like barbecue beans.
You do?
Like whenever you have like
I don't care for that.
barbecue and then you have like the beans with like
I don't like those.
the things in them.
I
No.
don't like those.
I like refried beans though, and I like
Do you like pinto beans, black eyed peas?
yes,
My
and like
mom
beans
used-
in soup, like the ones
Yeah.
they put in like those.
Tortilla soup or something maybe.
Yeah, there might be
Some
beans.
people will say hate it, but like chili has beans in it.
Yeah,
sometimes,
chili.
yeah.
Yeah, I like those.
Some
Like,
people are
chili's
like
different.
beans don't go in chili.
I like beans. You don't like any beans, Travis?
No,
Zero
no
beans
bean,
for
yeah.
Travis.
I
Okay.
could
I know what to buy
You
you
can
for
tolerate-
Christmas.
like, if your mom makes it for you, you're like not gonna like say no.
I'm gonna buy him
You're not
some.
gonna like it,
right?
I'm buying some baked beans.
Baked beans.
With a little-
Triple bean soup. Isn't there a
A little
triple bean
bow tie on it.
Sounds like a re-gift.
Re-gift, here you go. Okay, all right. Also, low quality carbs. You said it. Sugar sweet stuff. Added sugar. So energy drinks, candy, sweets, sugar sweet beverages. I know that one. Soda,
Dr. Pepper.
tea.
Yeah, I stopped drinking that.
I'm gonna talk
right,
about that.
Right whenever I got pregnant because I knew that it wouldn't be good. Like any of that would
it's,
be
it's
good.
all bad. Yeah.
And then I'm glad I
It's all
quit
bad.
doing it because your metabolism slows down after you have a kid. So like I had already
Sister, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, I had already trained myself. So now like whenever I want like something with caffeine in it, I just drink unsweet tea.
Yeah.
That's all I drink for caffeine.
The
Usually.
last one of the low quality carb sources is refined grains, which I had to Google that. I was like, what in the world's a refined grain? Sarah, I'm sure you know, so tell me what I'm about to say.
Bleached flour
Yeah,
products.
breads, pastries, rice,
Stuff that's
crackers.
bleached,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so those are the ones you want to avoid. So starches, potatoes, breads, pastries, rice, crackers, sodas, energy drink, candy. All right, high quality carb sources, whole grains,
Yeah.
oats,
Yep.
oatmeal, wheat flour, brown rice.
Yep.
Apparently brown rice is okay, but white rice is not.
White rice isn't the best. But see, like whenever I started, like
Sarah,
whenever I
you should have done this
started
segment.
eating,
You know everything about this.
whenever I started eating better after I had Avery to like get rid of the extra weight that I had gained, I literally did not eat anything that was white.
Well, I mean, that is actually pretty accurate, like, because flour,
No white bread,
crackers,
no
yeah.
like nothing that was white in color. I would stay away from it.
Okay, that's
So if
that's a
I
good-
saw it, I wouldn't.
yeah,
was
that's
like, I
good
just
because
wouldn't
sugar.
buy it.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. Yeah,
All of it. Pastas.
I like that. That's smart. I'd never thought that way. Fruits are good.
Yes.
That's considered high quality carb, and I love fruit. I'm all
I
about
always
fruit.
have strawberries, grapes.
Oh my gosh.
And
I
apples at
love
my
fruit.
house.
I
Yeah.
I do love fruit. And then the non-starch vegetables, which I also had to look up. So that's leafy things and sprouty things. So lettuce, Brussels sprouts,
Spinach.
Yeah, those are the good ones
I
for
do
you.
like spinach.
But
You do like
the
spinach?
greener the
Yeah.
lettuce, the better it is. So like iceberg lettuce, It doesn't really do anything for you except like give you some type of hydration because it's really big in the water department. But like super green lettuce, like romaine lettuce, or
cilantro, that'd be in
kale.
there, right?
Well, I don't know if kale's a lettuce, but it's kale.
I like kale.
Yeah.
Like kale and bean soup. Yummy. Okay, so what's the take home from this, right? I mean, it's one thing for me to stand up in here and say, oh, just give up low quality carb sources. I mean, that's actually really hard to do, and I personally had to go through this because I guess on the fortunate side, had this great metabolism for many, many years, and I could literally eat anything I want, and I did, and I just ate whatever.
Same.
And I didn't gain any weight. And then I guess it was maybe 5 or so years ago, my metabolism started to slow down. I had to really, really change my habits, because I do have total body dysmorphic disorder. I gain any weight, I freak out.
Yep.
My wife will attest to that. And so it's like, I mean, what can you do realistically to maybe follow some of this advice? Well, I think probably the low-hanging fruit, and we've talked about this in the past, is to give up sugar, soda, and teas. I used to be a Dr. Pepper fanatic.
Like
I would drink
3 a
Dr. Pepper
day.
like it was going out of style. And now, those zero-calorie drinks, although the first time you drink one, you'll be like, I mean, it kind of tastes like Coke, or it kind of tastes like Dr.
Tastes like it's
Pepper.
missing everything that you like.
But nowadays, since I've been drinking those, because I completely gave up all sugar sodas, I only drink zero calorie soda. And now if I drink a regular one, they're like way too sweet. It's almost like syrupy. I'm like, ugh, I don't like it.
Yeah, that's how I feel like whenever I drink like a Dublin Dr. Pepper.
Oh my gosh, I used to drink the crap out of those like real sugar Dr. Peppers. I don't think I could drink one now.
The ones that say imperial sugar on it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, like 5 years ago, I would do anything for one of those.
Did you know that they used to advertise Dr. Pepper as drinking it warm,
What?
like hot?
Why
Like
would
when
you
my
do
dad
that?
was a kid,
Gross.
they used to put Dr. Pepper like. He says microwave, but I don't know that he had a microwave when he was a kid. But like they used
Like
to,
on the campfire?
yeah, like they used to drink it like warm, like as like a
tea almost.
That sounds
yeah, like a
awful.
tea, or like you're like drinking like hot cocoa.
Yeah.
But I think maybe because it was a different consistency back then, maybe.
That's weird. I did not know that, but I'm gonna look it up. 'Cause
Yeah.
Now you taught me something new. So I think giving up sugary drinks is an easy one. Controlling your portions, I've really been good about that. Like every once in a while, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna have tacos, but instead of having 5 tacos, I'm gonna have 2 tacos.
So like when you go to a restaurant, that serving that they're giving you is really
It's
meant
like-
for 2 or 3.
Exactly.
So if you just eat half of
Yeah.
what you normally say you go out to eat a lot.
Yeah.
Like if you just eat half of what you normally
It makes a huge
eat,
difference.
It is.
Yeah.
And you just take the rest of it home and eat it the next day or whatever.
And then the final thing I'm going to say,
Much better.
which is always easier said than done, is get some sort of exercise, like even walking. Like we did a segment one time about just how walking extra steps can help you maintain your weight. So I think if the take home from this article is there are good and there are bad carbohydrates. If you can cut down on the bad ones and substitute with the good ones, it will help you maintain your weight as you get older. Because trust me, it gets harder if you're in the age bracket where you're still in your 30s. I mean, things are going to change, and you don't want to get caught off guard and suddenly wake up and be
And
like, oh, what
another
happened?
thing that helps is just having a buddy in crime to do it with you.
That is so true. That is very true.
And not even your significant other, because I don't think I would recommend, because sometimes it can be annoying when it's like constantly like in your face.
like
But
a gym partner or something?
yeah, like your gym partner, or maybe like one
That's
of
good.
your really good friends, to
Yeah.
where y'all can like keep each other accountable.
Yeah. All right. Let us know what you think about that. If you have a cool diet suggestion or ways to lose weight, leave us a comment. I'd love to hear about it. Maybe we'll talk about it in the next episode.